Welcome back to ActionTracks. We're getting into Saturday afternoon action. It's racing time. Bigfoot on the line versus Chalkboard Chuck. Now you'll immediately notice something is a little bit different. Last night, Friday night, we had a very damp racetrack, so the track officials made the decision to run a drag style track. Produced a lot of great racing, but the teams had set up for the S track. Now, we're back on the S track, and Dan Runte is off and roaring once again, whooping Chalkboard Chuck. Our second pair coming to the line will be Avenger versus Samson. Dan Patrick, kind of late notice coming to the event, but not far from home, outside of Columbus. Koehler up on two wheels on the inside track there. That may throw him off through the rest of the race. You'll notice as they head up the center section there, that the truck with the inside lane on that first turn really seems to have an advantage, but it evens out quickly coming through that last turn, and as you see there, Dan Patrick appearing to come from behind to take the victory. Raminator versus the Monster Lobster, the Crushstation. Raminator's gonna be tough to beat on this big S track, and it looks like he's off to a healthy lead already. Paul looking so smooth, as he always does. Looked great on the drag racing track last night. Looking good again. This could be setting up another Bigfoot versus Raminator finals. There are a couple other trucks that are going to try to have something to say about that. And here are two on the line and off already. Matt Dishman in Rammunition and Chris Bergeron in the General Tire Monster Truck. Dishman looking good. Oh no, he spun out. He just handed the victory to Bergeron. Bergeron is gonna cruise on to the win and head on to the second round. A costly mistake for Matt Dishman in the Rammunition. Heading into round two racing, Bigfoot coming to the line to take on Dan Patrick and Samson. Patrick actually used to be a part of the Bigfoot organization, so I'm sure there's some friendly rivalry there, and this should be a big race, a huge throwdown battle. See who comes out on top. Runte looking good, but Patrick coming along on the inside. It's gonna be tight. Oh, they're neck and neck. Oh, Patrick's out of shape. Giving up the victory to Dan Runte in the Bigfoot. What a race. Our other round two race is gonna bring Raminator versus General Tire. All heading down through the center portion of the track. We'll find out how close Bergeron is right now. He should be swinging into the picture. Raminator's gonna take this one, looking good. He's got a nice lead. Bergeron competitive, but not enough to keep up with Marshal. It is finals time once again. It's the same two trucks we saw on Friday night. The E3 Sparkplug Bigfoot going for two in a row versus Marshal in Raminator, the defending Jamboree Series champion. This is going to be a throwdown once again. It's a different track, but it's all the same to these guys. They're always on kill. Runte looking good, and Hall spun it out. Runte's going 2 for 2. He's gonna take the racing victory on Saturday afternoon. Runte saluting the crowd, a capacity crowd here in Lima. What a showing. We've got a lot to cover. We're on strict time constraints. We're into freestyle action. Michelle Simpson bringing out the diesel air dog monster truck. Oh, a sideways hit. Simpson fairly new behind the wheel, kind of hit that a little awkward. Great landing. She managed to keep in control of that big air dog monster truck. Oh, some more big air. Nice run. Picking up and starting off the round with a 17. Marshal really gaining experience in that Air Dog monster truck. This guy has all the experience anyone could possibly want. Bobby Holman in the Lucas Oil Stabilizer, over 25 years behind the wheel of a monster truck. Bobby doing a good job out here. He's gonna score a 16. Not gonna be good enough to win here today. Matt Dishman coming out in the Rammunition. He spun it out in racing, so he's gonna try to make up for that in freestyle. Starting off with a nice donut, heading down the front straightaway to the van stack. Right in front of the crowd and pulling a little slap wheelie. Using great driving sense to know he was a little out of shape there. Didn't want to hit anything and pulled it back down. Another great slap wheelie over the van stack. Dishman really doing a great job out here. The score is going to be a 22. That's going to put him in the lead. Greg Winchenbach, the Monster Lobster out of Maine. Pulling a great slap wheelie over the van stack. Winchenbach really trying to elevate his game. He's been dialing in the shocks on that big lobster. Doing a great job, really trying to get some big air underneath the lobster and prove that lobsters really can fly. Really attacking everything. A great slap wheelie right there. Carried it a little bit farther than he did earlier. This is going to be a great run. This should be one of our top competitors for the weekend. Whipping it into a donut on the far end of the track. Really kicking up dust. Really emphasizing the donut. Just how much speed and just the power in the revolution there. Coming back down the front stretch. Winchenbach really doing a great job pulling some wheelies off of some great big air, whipping some donuts, really creating some diversity. His score is going to be a 22. That's going to tie for the lead with Matt Dishman. Dan Patrick, the old veteran, the famous monster truck fabricator. Many Patrick Enterprises chassis out there running throughout the nation. This is one of the Patrick new monster truck chassis. Dan coming out and putting on a good solid run. But we're moving on to the General Tire monster truck. Expect some big things from Chris Bergeron. You know him from driving the Brutus truck. He's got some different livery on the General Tire truck on that chassis this weekend. General Tire is one of the title sponsors of the Jamboree series, and so Bergeron always does a great job. Expect some big things from him this weekend. We saw him dump it over last night in freestyle. Not what he was going for, but spectacular nonetheless, and coming out here and just attacking the track once again. A great donut in the back part of the track where it's still pretty moist. You can really see him tearing up the grass. Creates a great effect. Wisely chosen positioning for Bergeron. Bergeron taking on the Mud Bog. That intended for the mud competitions. Bergeron, we've seen him through the mud before. Once again, just another unique moment. That's going to score well with the judges. Dan Runte out on the track going for the double sweep. He won racing and freestyle last night. See if he can do it again. He's already got the racing victory on Saturday in Lima. And a great power wheelie, slap wheelie down the front straightaway of the Allen County Fairgrounds. A spectacular maneuver for the wily veteran. Runte really wanting to prove that win last night was no fluke. and he can back it up once again. You'll notice two primary freestyle obstacles on the track. The large van stack over more or less to camera right, up on a dirt mound there, and a van stack right on the front stretch, up where the crowd can really see it. The trucks will venture out towards the racing lanes a little bit, but the racetrack won't provide quite the magnitude that they're going to need to win freestyle. And Dan Runte has laid down a spectacular pass, scoring a 27. It's all up to Jim Koehler, Mr. Excitement in Avenger. You've got to expect him to be a top competitor for the freestyle win, but Dan Runte has laid down a great pass in the E3 Sparkplugs Bigfoot. Koehler heading up and down the front straightaway, kicking up a little dust right in front of the camera, heading out into the racing lane and pulling a spectacular slap wheelie off of the racing lanes. A great maneuver. That should score greatly with the judges. Koehler whipping it into a donut, diversifying the run. The judges will really appreciate that. And that's exactly what it's going to take to knock off Dan Runte in Bigfoot. Koehler, a bit of a rough landing there. A big rebound, bouncing the truck back up. Koehler, always in control though. A great veteran of the sport, really knows how to wow the crowd in freestyle. The truck kind of kicking a little sideways over that raised van stack. That's twice now we've seen that. Koehler's been lucky that it really hasn't upset the truck as much as it could. Another great donut out in that wet, boggy infield, slinging the grass just like we saw out of his Team Scream teammate. Koehler's run coming to an end. The score is going to be a 28. That's going to be enough for Jim Koehler in Avenger. Mr. Excitement taking the freestyle victory. We saw Dan Runte in Bigfoot proving that he wants to snatch the four-wheel Jamboree Series championship from the Hall brothers, who have had a lock on it. Dan takes a great racing victory here this weekend. We're going to follow the story as it unfolds throughout the rest of the series. Stay tuned to TheMonsterBlog.com as that story unveils. We had a great time here on Action Tracks. Until next time, we'll see you then.
There's broken stars. Keep people back in the sky.